Hello everyone, I am Monica. In this video, I am going to explain the life of Kamala Das, a bold Indo-Anglian poetess who is as unconventional and shocking in her themes as she is a revolutionary in her diction. Kamala Das was born in 1934 in Malabar, Kerala. She was educated both in Kerala and Calcutta. It was during her long stay in Calcutta that she acquired proficiency in English. She had already inherited literary influence as she belonged to the family of poets and writers. She opted Islam in 1999. After that, her name was Kamala Suraiya. She was the leading Indian English poetess who, born at Pannarkuram in South Malabar in 1934. She was a bilingual writer who used two languages, English and Malayalam. Kamala Das has published 3 volumes of poetry containing approximately 92 poems, out of which 85 poems are directly or indirectly concerned with the theme of love. She has been preoccupied in bringing out one volume of poem after the other. Some are Summer in Calcutta, she wrote in 1965, contains 50 poems. Second is The Descendants, which she wrote in 1967. This has 29 poems. The Old Playhouse and Other Poems, which she wrote in 1973, contains 33 poems. Kamala Das has written her autobiography in prose under the title My Story, which she wrote in 1975. She wrote a novel, The Alphabets of Lust, and her famous poems are The Old Playhouse, The Looking Glass, The Freaks, In Substitute, and An Introduction, etc. Kamala Das is known for her love poetry, confessional mode of writing, strong feminism, which she showed in her work, and she used rich imagery and symbolism in her works. First one is Love Poet. Love theme has been the subject matter of poetry from the time immemorial, and the different poets of the different ages and lands have dealt with this emotion of love in hundred and thousand ways and moods. But the treatment of this theme of love in the hands of Kamala Das has been unique in more than two ways. First, because Kamala Das belongs to a traditional Nair family of South India. Second, she as a woman has shown exceptional candor and unbelievable valor in depicting and expressing her relationship with a number of men. There are conflicting options. There are conflicting opinions regarding her poetry in general and love theme in particular. While A.M. Dwivedi finds her poetry shocking and unorthodox in the depiction of the theme of love, marriage, and sex, Pashupati Jha, a writer, blames her for confessional madness. Whatever the case is, one fact which remains central to her poetry is the theme of love. That has been made Kamala Das the most outstanding love poet, of course, with the exception of Amrita Pritam in Punjabi. Second, she wrote confessional poetry. Confessional poetry is a mode of writing where the poet expresses his or her psychological and spiritual outburst in order to achieve some kind of cathartic relief and therapeutic consolation. This type of poetry came into vogue with the publication of Robert Lowell's Life Studies in 1959, which further picked up the poets like Sylvia Plath and Judith Wright. And Sancton. Sancton was advised by her doctor to write poetry in order to unburden her heart and mind of the pains and torments which she experienced in life. Kamala Das also was married at the age of 15, due to which she could neither understand the importance of marriage, not the significance of sex at such initial stage. In other words, we can say that because of the unhappy married life and also due to the orthodox and conservative Nair heritage, Kamala Das turned to confessional mode of writing, where she poured every inch and corner of her personal and private life into a frank and bold poetic idiom. That is why Pashupati Jha means when he says that the poetry of Kamala Das is unconventionally bold and shockingly autobiographical. There is no doubt that Kamala Das suffers from confessional madness, but there is a design in her madness. Through her confessional poetry, she showed strong feminism. She advocated strong feminist points. She expressed her views with the help of a rich poetic diction and strong imagery and symbolism. The poetic meaning and aesthetic impact of the poetry of Kamala Das is powerfully expressed through a rich imagery and symbolism that in turns lend vitality and realism to the various themes and concerns of the poetess. Kamala Das employs common imagery and symbolism from nature for effect. The image of sun, for example, the image of sun is an integral part of her imagery to convey various shades of the meaning of her love experiences. Kamala Das' poems first appeared in the Indian PEN in 1965 and she won the Poetry Prize of the Asian Anthology volume in 1964. She won Kerala Sahitya Academy Award in 1969 for Cold, a collection of short stories to Malayalam. She has also been a frequent nominee for the Nobel Prize. Google used her image on 1st Feb 2018 and this Google Doodle designed by Manjeet Thap. So Google used her image and this was the owner of Kamala Das. So we can say that Kamala Das as a poet is known for her intensive exploration of the theme of love as well as for her confessional expressions, besides being a poet of extreme feminine sensibility with the use of rich imagery and symbolism. Thank you.